Greetings and salutations, my fellow Americans. I am Robert Vincent Brannum. I am a retired veteran. My fellow Americans, my fellow veterans, let's talk about focus groups. Several MAGA Republican posters and media have conducted focus groups, conversations, or interviews with voters regarding the 2024 presidential election. Media has also conducted town halls with MAGA Republican voters. What has been clearly missing from these focus groups and town halls are Democrat voters supporting President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Democrat voters, particularly black Democrat voters, expect and do receive the political blow-off and blowback from extreme far right-wing MAGA media, MAGA Republican posters, and MAGA Republican political pundits. However, it is revealing how the, quote, mainstream media, end quote, serve as collaborators in the misinformation, disinformation, and misdirection of black American voters. Before I get too far along, let me say to my fellow Americans and to my fellow veterans, America does not need leaders who are liars, racist, bigots, sexist, anti-Semitic, Islamophobic, who attack gays, lesbians, transgender Americans, immigrants, and who advocate violence, vengeance, and vulgarity. Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans are not leaders. They are political cowards contributing to the divisiveness in America. My fellow Americans and my fellow veterans, we must raise our voices and speak out and not be silenced by Fox News, One America News, Newsmax, The Washington Times, The Washington Examiner, and other mainstream media reporters seeking name recognition. Given the negative media coverage, it is obvious the political views of black voters are not respected or valued unless accompanied by criticism of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris from individuals like Charlamagne the God and Waka Flocka. Rather than place before MAGA focus groups the clear evidence of Donald Trump's support to overturn democracy and advocacy for violence, MAGA posters and other reporters and their focus groups questions on false premises about President Biden's legislative initiatives, which have increased wages, lowered unemployment, rebuilt America's infrastructure, and increased America's confidence. Talking about slavery, diversity, equity, inclusion, justice, freedom, and truth is uncomfortable for Donald Trump, Nikki Haley, Ron DeSantis, Speaker Mike Johnson, Ellie Stefanik, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan, James Comer, and Byron Donalds, Tom Cotton, Marsha Blackburn, and a host of other MAGA congressional Republicans because they do not believe in those principles for every American. My fellow Americans, my fellow veterans, my focus group message to media and posters, MAGA and mainstream. This is my clear message as an American and as a retired veteran. Charlamagne the God, Waka Flocka do not speak for me. They do not represent me. They do not carry my message. Contrary to MAGA Republicans and MAGA media's talking points, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris work to bring America together with hope and truth. I support President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Thank you.